Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Amirullah Khan, Management, and dear class of 2010. It feels strange that I cannot have the usual opening of how much pleasure and honor I feel to be standing in front of you as a student from the class of 2010. Someone once said, everything changes but change. What a cliche, you must think. I have heard it everywhere. School, college, inspirational speeches, and it seemed quite commonsensical and maybe even trivial. But there's a huge difference between knowing something and feeling it, experiencing it. Just like the difference between knowing all about an emotion like love or pain and the experience of feeling it. Imagine if man from his day of creation had nothing but his head to think and eyes to see and a mouth to feed. No limbs. No limbs. Would he have not found ways to appease his hunger? Would he have not found ways to entertain himself? I wonder. I thought I must share a few experiences and thoughts about the changes that I experienced in life and the changes that every one of you is bound to sail through in the course of the next few years of your life. I always thought that happiness is directly proportional to success. There began my journey. What followed was a pursuit of happiness, in search of a degree that would make me an expert in business administration, that would lead me to a success that would eventually lead me to happiness. And then something unexpected happened. My interest in theatre and dramatics extended beyond the boundaries of my own life, and changes occurred. What seemed stable and permanent crumbled in front of my eyes. What seemed impossible happened. Changes. Many of you sitting here would agree that there have been endless moments of joy and cheer as we have had in this campus as students. We've always seen the best of events and that which brought a smile and the worst of which brought tears. So did I. But now I think our whole life is spelt in dots. Tiny dots. The same lunch menu, or additional assignments, or IBP, or approvals from Professor Nirmalya Biswas, plagiarism reports. These are our dots. Classroom humor, dots. The walk back to hostel in rain, dots. Friends, dots. Community, dots. The parties, the ethnic days, dots. The hostel rampage. Management theories by the tea shop outside, dots. The pressure when pulled out from mischief and standing outside Mr. Joe Thomas's office, dots. When the issue is resolved, dots. All dots. Somewhere, we separated the fun dots from the not so fun dots and started cribbing instead of connecting these dots called life. My idea of success ceased to be an MBA when I came back to BMA on a wheelchair to write my examination with the help of a scribe, as my head lost the command over my limbs. What I saw was a system that extended where hearts failed to reach. What MBA gave was not just access to a world-class university, but changed my approach in life for the better. The piece of paper known as a graduation certificate that we hold in our hands is evidence that you have the imprints of wisdom imparted from this wonderful university. Lest we forget that this is just another dot that we use to connect. This is but a beginning. This comes with a huge responsibility, the responsibility of using it wisely. It gives me great honor to have graduated from a system which had a soul beyond the assignment handouts. It is not in the certificate, but in the process that we gain wisdom. Intelligence cannot be Googled. Wisdom does not come from answers.com. It's discovered. It's discovered in a campus like this. I once read something very interesting about courage that we all display when we are pushed to the edge of nakedness, about how important it is in life, not necessarily to be strong, but to feel strong, to measure yourself at least once, to find yourself at least once in the most ancient of human conditions, facing the blind death stone alone, with nothing to help you but your hands and your own head. When I was facing the blind death stones of my life, BMA became my limb and gave me the courage. The confidence they had in me was hard to defeat. And even with my weaknesses as a companion, I had succeeded. As I speak, I'm several thousand kilometers away from this campus, trying my best to learn and shape myself during my time here as a survey scholar, selected from amongst thousands of young individuals from across the world, equipping myself with the lessons that life and faculty from one of the best universities in the world can deliver. 18 best is what a few rankings say. And I can tell you confidently that I have seen happiness in the joy of knowing that I respect my failures and weakness. If there is one thought I want you to leave with today, I urge you to look at yourself for a second and think what success means to you. Is it owning a BMW or a thought of goodness that will touch and transform the lives of thousands? Long, long after you're gone, I urge you to take that pause from the rapid race that the world asks you to run and push yourself, to connect the dots, to paint a beautiful, beautiful picture for yourself, a picture that shall be your life. Your life. Thank you, BMA, for teaching me how to. I wish you all success, and I hope that each of you would chalk out your own paths and get there. Thank you.